Good morning, all of you. How are you all? Beta, let's move on to last chapter of practice book, getting ready for class ninth. Beta, this is all grammar that you have done in 8th class. There are two sentences in each part. Fill in the blanks in the second sentence so that it may mean the same as the first one. The first one has been done as an example. The university is publishing a biography of Dr. Manmohan Singh. A biography of Dr. Manmohan Singh is being organized by the is being published by the university. Someone has forgotten these boxes. These boxes have been forgotten. Boxes are plural in number. Okay. And by someone is not must. The government has issued a warning against the spread of gastroenteritis. A warning against the spread of gastroenteritis has been issued. मैंने आपको बताया था has, have, had साथ been लगाते हैं बेटा. All I can remember is that my son woke us up. All I can remember is that we were woken up by my son. He brought a torch in order to enable him to see in the dark. A torch was brought by him in order to enable him to see in the dark. They should have given us this information ages ago. This information should have been. बेटा वैसे should के साथ तो हम क्या लगाते हैं बी प्लस थर्ड फॉर्म लगाते हैं एज इट इज़ अ मॉडल बट जहाँ पे आपको हैव आ जाए तो आप बीन लगाएंगे बेटे ओके हैव बीन गिवन टू अस एजेस अगो. The windows are really dirty. No one has cleaned them for weeks. The windows are really, they have not been cleaned for weeks. If it had not rained so much, we would have finished the job on time. If it had not rained so much, the job would have been finished on time. Okay. I don't like someone telling me what to do. I don't like to be told what to do. अब आपको to be लगाना है बेटा यहाँ पे. We can't take the car. The people at the garage are repairing it. We can't take the car. It is being repaired at the garage. Read the text given below, then rewrite it, putting the underlined verbs into the passive and making any other changes that are necessary. Use by plus doer of action only where required. The beginning has been provided. Fire almost completely destroyed the Royal Hotel last night. The Royal Hotel was almost completely destroyed by a fire last night. By the time someone called the fire brigade, by the time the fire brigade was called by someone, okay, as the hotel was already blazing. Now, ambulances took 15 people suffering from severe burns to hospital. 15 people were taken in ambulance. 15 people who were suffering from severe burns were taken to hospital. They say that 7 of them are in a critical condition. It is said that 7 of them are in critical condition. People think that a discarded cigarette started the fire. People think that it is thought that a discarded cigarette uh, it is thought that the fire was started by a discarded cigarette. The Royal Hotel was almost completely destroyed by the fire last night. ये आपको बेटा explanation ऊपर की दी हुई है starting की, ठीक है? So it is into passive now. I have said this. Please write it in your books. Read the newspaper article given below. It is incomplete. Put the verbs in brackets into the correct tense and form. Some of the words should be in the passive and some in the active. One has been done in example. More car and lorries are being driven on our roads every year, and as a result of this, more and more wild animals are being killed by vehicles. But a by tells you that it is a passive tense. Okay, by someone has done that. Roads often cross the routes that are being taken by animals when they are migrating, breeding, or feeding. Every spring, many thousands of toads are being killed as they make their way to the traditional breeding ponds. All over the world, animals are victims of the road, and their dead remains can be often seen lying on the roadside. Many badgers and hedgehogs are being hit by cars at night as they move around in search of food. Rabbits sometimes seem to be hypnotized by the headlights of cars and are not able to move quickly out of the way. Birds are sometimes hit too as they fly low over roads. Now, read the incomplete conversation between Sonia and Mac, completed in a suitable way. Mac, so how was the holiday? Sonia, oh, it was fantastic. What is it, this beta? It is the dialogue completion. Everything went so well. As soon as we arrived at the airport, we were taken to the hotel. All the rooms were cleaned and fresh flowers were arranged on the tables. Anything can come, okay? Mac, oh how lovely! And what about the food? Oh, how lovely! But it was excellent. It was cooked in the hotel kitchen that was spotlessly clean. Even biscuits were served or provided to us in the to us every morning with our bed tea. Now, Meg, that sounds great. I must say, I would like my meals to be served for me for a couple of weeks. She wished to have food like that. And what about the surrounding area? Was that nice? Sonia, oh, brilliant. There were trips every day and we enjoyed, we visited. We all the local sites. There was so much history to see. You would love it there, honestly. So their two friends are talking about their that how she spent her holiday and how she can like that. Now, subject verb agreement. Read the following passage with suitable words and write one suitable word in the blank. Only beta when it is given to you one word, it means one word only. One has been done for you as an example. I met Anita while I was working in London as a waitress. She used to be in with a notebook and sat in the window and moved away. She was recalling her friend Anita. We used to talk about what it was like when we were students and how great it was not to have exams anymore. I got such a surprise when the other day I saw her on TV and she was among celebrities of international fame. वो उनमें से एक थी, ठीक है? उनके बीच में बैठी हुई थी. Now read the following instructions given by a teacher. There is one error in each line. Underline the error and write the correction in the space provided. One has been done in an example. The bus leaves the school at 9 a.m. and we arrive. बेटा we क्या है plural है तो उसके साथ कौन सी verb लगेगी first form. We arrive at the study center before lunch. Lunch again it is singular. Lunch आर तो नहीं होता is होता बेटा is to be served at 12:30 sharp. बेटा don't forget to underline the errors. You are supposed to underline them and write the words in front of it. So make sure you and your friend are क्योंकि आप you use कर रहे हैं बेटा they are in time when lunch finishes lunch again singular की बात हो रही है it will be activity time if the weather is fine. वेदर्स तो होता ही नहीं बेटा वेदर होता है ना एक ही मौसम तो एक ही है इफ द वेदर इज फाइन वी कैन इज मॉडल तो हम फर्स्ट फॉर्म लगाते हैं स्टे नहीं लगा स्टे लगाएंगे स्टेज नहीं लगा सकते ऑन द बीच फॉर होल आफ्टरनून ईच वन ऑफ यू हर किसी की बात कर रहे हैं ना हर एक की बात ईच वन ऑफ यू इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू कीप अ रिकॉर्ड ऑफ वट यू फाइंड्स तो नहीं हो सकता बेटा क्योंकि यू प्लूरल में आ रहा है तो आप फाइन लगाएंगे एंड सबमिट इट व्हेन वी गेट बैक. आई होप यू आर क्लियर. Now read the following letter she wrote to her aunt, then fill in the blanks with one suitable word each. One has been done in an example. Dear aunt, thanks for your letter. It was nice to hear from you, and yes, I shall like to come and see you in Spain if I have enough money when summer starts. Okay, I will try and come there if that is okay with you. Otherwise, I will come over in the autumn because I will not have enough money by October, provided of course that I shall still have my job. Seriously, lots of people in our company are being made redundant and it could be next me. If I had been any sensible, I would have left this job ages ago. So she's talking about her future plans that she should have adopted. Okay. It sounds like feathers being really good over there. It has been terrible here. We are expecting it to be better soon. If it continues to be miserable, even ये बेटा यहाँ पे even आएगा even at the weekend we shall take a trip to the hills. Now sentence structure बच्चे this is the rearranges that you do basically. I was waiting for my flight when I met Karthik. Karthik, a thorough gentleman, is a psychiatrist by profession. He is a godlike figure when it comes to his profession. Many people who are out of work are depressed these days. This is a reality. दे रश टू हिम कॉलिंग फॉर हेल्प मतलब वो उनके पास क्यों गए ताकि वो हेल्प कर सके उनकी. इट इज़ ऑब्वियस दैट ही हैज़ अ यूनिक वे ऑफ डीलिंग विद देम. द अमेजिंग फैक्ट इज दैट ही कैन वर्क सो सेल्फलेसली. Read the following conversation and complete it in a suitable way. Nana, Ashna, I am delighted to hear that you have been decided to accept the post of a junior manager. Yes, I just hope that I'll be able to manage my work properly or to do my work properly. Oh, I'm sure it will. Is there anything in particular that you are nervous about, that you are worried about? Okay. Ashna, well, yes, I am not sure how people will behave with me, how people will deal with me. Okay. After all, I am much younger than most of them. Moreover, I am a newcomer also. So, oh, I would not worry too much about that. I expect that you will do it. You will do in a better way. You are a smart girl. You can manage things very well. But they will soon accept the fact that you are the best. Okay. How do I handle all of this? It's important that one should be confident, that we should be confident. Even if you don't feel confident, they will soon understand the reason why you are selected, why you are appointed, because you are good. Well, I hope I will come up to your expectations. Well, I hope everything goes well. ये भी हो सकता है बेटा इसमें, है ना? So, multiple answers are accepted in dialogue completion. It's up to you how you fill it and make proper sense. Complete the following sentences. One has been done an example. I'm sorry I wasn't here earlier, but I came as soon as I could. Now, I decided to travel by train rather than by air so that I could enjoy my journey. So that I could save my money also. ये भी हो सकता है बेटा. She kept on dancing although she was suffering from fever, although she had injury. हालांकि उसकी इंजरी थी फिर भी उसने अच्छा डांस किया. She behaves pleasantly and cordially as long as she remains calm. जब तक वो कहती है शांत रहती है तब तक तो अच्छी तरह behave करती है, otherwise she shouts. इसका मतलब तो यही हो रहा है ना. Now I will come with you as I have a holiday tomorrow, as we have decided. Okay, I won't believe you until you show me the proof, until you prove it. Okay, I had forgotten my ATM password, therefore I have to go to the bank, therefore I cannot withdraw money. कुछ भी आ सकता है बेटा. Though he is sensible, I sometimes find him very irritating. Though he's a nice guy, I sometimes find him irritating as well. We will sign the agreement in writing if you agree with the terms and condition. If it suits you, if you accept it. Rewrite the following sentences to form one sentence without changing the meaning. The worst, this is called linkers beta. The worst is that we will miss the train. This can happen. The worst that can happen is that we will miss the train. आपको बेटा इसमें join करना है. No word is required for that. We should not be discouraged by difficulties. Our teacher says it. Our teacher says that we should not be discouraged by difficulties. It was nice to see those old friends I had spent my childhood with them. It was nice to see those old friends with whom, मतलब यहाँ पे whom जो आ रहा है वो तो लिंगर के लिए आ रहा है, with whom I had spent my childhood. I have read both the reports. I agree with neither of the reports. I agree with neither of the reports that I have read. That is again a linker. The workers have decided to strike work. They are not satisfied with their salary structures. The workers have decided to strike out work as they are not satisfied with their salary structure. The only thing is to give her a chance to appear at the interview. I can do that. The only thing that I can do that is to give her a chance to appear at the interview. The management teams are all saying the same thing. I trust none of them. I trust none of the management teams as they are saying the same things. Her brothers have set up a business together. The youngest one is a friend of mine. The younger brother who has set up a business is a friend of mine. The only thing is to withdraw money from the bank. I need to do it. The only thing that I need to do is to withdraw money from the bank. Everything has been a failure. I have done it. Everything that I have done has been a failure. Narrations beta. Write the following in the reported speech. One has been done an example. Where do you think we should advertise? He asked me. He asked me where I thought we should advertise. Must we stay here all evening? She asked her father if they must stay there all evening. Here changes into there and must remains unchanged. Where did you buy that hat? He wanted to know where I had bought. Had का बेटा third form लगती है. Did changes into had. That hat. Don't make any noise during the performance. They instructed us. Instructed us not to make any noise during the performance. What have you done with the students' records? She asked me. She asked me what I had done with the students' records. Were you teaching music when you were in Manglaru? They asked if, क्योंकि बेटा यहाँ पे हेल्पिंग वर्ब से स्टार्ट हो रहा है तो हम क्या करते हैं इफ लगाते हैं कॉमर्स को रिमूव करके. They asked if I had been teaching. What changes into had been music when I had been in Bengaluru. Have you been eating properly? The doctor asked me. The doctor asked me if I had been eating properly. Will you send me the report when it is finished? She asked me. She asked me if I would send her the report when it was finished. How is Esther going on in the class? She often asks me. She often asks me how Esther is getting on in class. बेटा जहाँ पे ask आ जाए asks आ जाए वहाँ पे आप क्या करोगे टेंस चेंज नहीं करते पर्सन चेंज करते हो बच्चे आप. Do you think you could keep your voices down a bit? She asked us if we could keep our voices down a bit. Are you going to the audition for the play? He asked her. He asked her if she was going to the audition for the play. What are we doing about the publicity for the event? She wondered. She wondered what they were doing about the publicity for the event. Shall I call her over for dinner? She has been wondering. She has been wondering if she beta shall changes into would only. She would आगे तो बेटा फर्स्ट फॉर्म आएगी. She would call her for dinner. Read the dialogues given below and complete the paragraphs that follow. Each use the reporting verbs given in the box. One has been done an example. Decide, complain, accuse, advise, persuade, apologize, offer, remind, warn, request, exclaim, inquire. Now, on dialogue 1. Farah, what's wrong with you? You look rather dejected. Now, Farah inquired of Somia what was wrong with her, for she looked rather dejected. Uh, Somya, I'm very unhappy about the extra work I have to do. She complained that she was very unhappy about the extra work she had to do. Farha, I am free at the moment. I will help you with some of it. I think you should take leave and rest for a few days. Farah, who was free at the moment, she offered that she would help her with some of it, and she advised her to take leave and rest for a few days. Good God, I think I should resign. Sonia explained that she should resign. Farah, you should not do that. Remember, this is just the beginning of your career. Farah advised her not to do so and reminded her that it was just the beginning of her career. Somia was adamant. Somia, I have decided that I must quit this job. Now she had decided to quit that job. Farah, I'm not going to discuss. I must quit this job. Farah felt quite helpless and I have decided that I must quit that job. I'm not going to discuss with it you. I think it's a wastage of time. And Farah was helpless and decided she was not going to discuss the matter with her. She thought talking about it was a waste of time. Now, dialogue 2. Arjun, I have lost my maths book. Can you lend me yours? Arjun told Pranav that he had lost his maths book and asked if he could lend him his. Pranav, I'm sorry for I needed to do my work. Pranav apologized by saying that he needed it to do his homework. Arjun, you fool! I lost my book because of you, and now I'm taking yours. Arjun was very angry and complained that he had lost his book because of him. He further said that he was taking his book. Pranav, don't touch my book. Pranav warned him not to touch his book and told that you must not enter my room again or there will be trouble, and told that he must not enter his room again or there would be trouble. Arjun exclaimed, oh no, is there no justice? Arjun exclaimed, if there was no justice. Choose the most suitable item from the box and complete the sentences using reported speech. We are going to have a fantastic week. I have only just had dinner. I missed the last bus. We are doing all we can to solve the case. I have not finished it yet. I don't want to see you anymore. You will have to have an operation. I want increased taxes. Okay. Now, beta, I offered him something to eat, but he said that he had only just had dinner. She got home at 2 a.m. and told her parents that she had missed the last bus. A policeman said that they were doing all they could to solve the case. In an interview, the finance minister promised that he would not increase taxes. She asked him to get out of her house and told him that she did not want to see him anymore. My horoscope was wrong as it said that I was going to have a fantastic week. When I asked her for my book back, she said that she had not finished it yet. I was horrified when the doctor told me that I would have to have an operation. टू साथ बेटा फर्स्ट फॉर्म ही आएगी, वुड साथ भी फर्स्ट फॉर्म आती है बच्चे. नाउ मॉडल्स, राइट ईच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग पेयर्स. बेटा ये आपके एक्सरसाइज जो ये मैं आपको करा रही हूँ, ये आपकी न्यू बुक्स में पीछे दी हुई है बच्चे. Write each of the following pairs of sentences as one sentence using need, should, shouldn't, will, ought to, must not, or have to. One has been done as an example. You were not working when I came in and I am displeased. You should have been working when I came in. Everyone gets up early but Parul doesn't. Her classes are in the evening. Parul must not get up early in the morning as her classes are in the evening. The meeting is at 9 a.m. I am supposed to attend it. I must attend the meeting at 9 o'clock. Safety regulations are for employees, is for their own safety. Employees should follow safety regulations as it is for their own safety. Students wear uniforms to school, it is compulsory. Students must wear uniforms to school as it is compulsory. It is your friend's birthday, give her a birthday gift. You should give your friend a birthday gift on her birthday. This is the library, please maintain silence. You have to maintain silence in a library. Beta यहाँ must भी आ सकता है. You must maintain silence in a library. Tina is too young, she needs your help to cross the road. You should help Tina in to cross the road as she is young. The lawn has been watered, do not walk on the grass. You must not walk on grass as it has been watered. I may fail in one of my exams, it's worth taking all of them again. If I fail in any of my exams, I have to take all of them again. Patients in hospitals need rest. Do not make a noise. You must not make noise in hospitals as patients need rest. Complete the following letter using the correct form of should, ought to, must, need, or have to. One has been done as an example. Dear son, I was glad to read your letter and the fact that your friends are coming over. I think you should, ought to offer to receive them at the airport. Besides, tell them that they need not or should not pay to stay in a hotel. They can stay with us. You should drive them around the city if possible, or else arrange for a good cab service. We are enjoying our safety here. We have been staying in the guest house for last 2 weeks, so we need not cook our meals. Your dad's a little tired because of the continuous tennis work, but it's his own fault. He should not work late nights. Why should Poddle be changed all day? You ought to take him for a walk in the evening, and yes, you should not bathe him in the evening. He will fall ill. Minnie's wedding has been postponed, so I need not return early. You should not worry about us. We will be back by the end of this month. Now, tenses, beta, fill each gap with one word. One has been done as an example. I was walking through the park yesterday when I suddenly heard one loud scream after another. I am sure even now again to I am आएगा बेटा, that they were screams, चिल्लाए वो चीखे थी. But when I reached the spot, I saw nothing. मैंने कुछ भी नहीं देखा वहाँ पे. I felt I had been imagining the sounds all along. मुझे लगा था कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, इमेजिन कर रहा था. माई फ्लैटमेट इज़ अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट पर्सन टू लिव इन विद. उससे रहना बड़ा मुश्किल है. ही कीप्स हिज थिंग्स लाइंग ऑल ओवर द प्लेस. वो हर जगह अपना सामान के डाके रखता है. ही नेवर टेक्स एनीथिंग अवे. वो कुछ भी चीज़ बाहर नहीं ले जाता है, बाहर रखता नहीं, हटाता नहीं है वहाँ से. ही वॉज सच अ न्यूसेंस द पास्ट वीक आगे तो बेटा वॉज करेंगे. ही नेवर लिसन्स टू एनी वन. वो किसी की बात कभी भी सुनता नहीं है. उसकी रूटीन हैबिट है ये. एंड वर्क्स अकॉर्डिंग टू हिज ओन विल. अपनी मर्जी से करता है. फॉर द लास्ट 2 days आई एम थिंकिंग ऑफ चेंजिंग, या आई हैव बीन थिंकिंग ऑफ चेंजिंग माई flat. Okay, now read the following dialogues and complete them using the words in bracket appropriately. Where were you, Bharat? I was talking to somebody on the phone. He says he was trying to phone us all the day. Well, I was in the office most of the day. But I did not hear the phone. That's strange, but anyway, he had received a phone call from Saurav's mother. Saurav was in some kind of accident. Oh dear, had he broken any bones? Yeah, did he break any bones? I'm not sure how badly he was hurt, but I think we should go to and see him tonight. Mohit and Pranam are talking. Hello, I have not seen you for ages. It must be about 2 years since we last met. What are you doing nowadays? I am doing, yeah, I do all sorts of things these, okay? Life has been very busy lately. I have started a new job at the sailing center. Really doing what? Well, I am teaching beginners course to the school groups this term, but when we will finish, I will be teaching more advanced groups on holiday courses. Pranav, that sounds great. What about your old job at the tourist office? Well, I have been working there for 10 years and I was quite enjoying it. बेटा यहाँ पे was आएगा पहले quite से पहले. And what about you? Well, I am still at the Grand Hotel. I have been working there for 15 years, but I had a promotion. I have had a promotion भी आ सकता है. And they have given me the job of Deputy General Manager. Oh, that's good news. Yes, it makes me feel better about work. Besides, a month ago, I have passed my beginner's course exam in French and German. Did you know I attended Spanish classes in uh, बेटा डिड यू नो आ चुका है ऑलरेडी तो सेकेंड फॉर्म आएगी यहाँ पे ओके now use the verbs in the brackets appropriately to fill in the blanks in the following sentences. I expect they will be tired when you see them because they have worked all day. I think they will have finished building the house by the time the winter sets in, and then we will move in the new year. Can you post this letter for me on your way to work? I'm sorry, but I cannot walk past the post box this morning because Rohini will give me a lift to work. Have you decided what you will do this weekend? Now, read the following conversation completed by writing the correct form of the verbs in the brackets, each following each blank. Anita, Meghna, we need to complete this project at hand. Do you think I can come over to your place right after work? I don't think that will work out. Why don't you come around 5 o'clock? The children will have gone to play by then. बेटा बाय देन आ रहा है यहाँ पे तभी करके हम क्या करें फ्यूचर के लिए यूज़ करें फ्यूचर परफेक्ट है कॉन्टिन्यूस फ्यूचर perfect tense. So it will be nice and peaceful. Anita, are they at school right now? Yes, they will be hungry when they get back home because they work and run around all morning at school. But it's the regular routine, present indefinite. You should ring up your husband and inform him of the change. Anita, I can't phone him now. He has not home reached yet. वो अभी तक घर नहीं आया है. He usually gets अभी present indefinite routine की बात बता रहे हैं. He usually gets back at about 8:30. Meghna, you could try to come around to बेटा काम भी आएगा यहाँ पे to come around at 9 o'clock. The children will have gone to sleep by the time. Again, it's by the time you will come and we will work on the project. Anita, everyone's home at that time. I expect they will be hungry because they work all day. How about the weekend then? Have you decided what you will do this weekend? I am not going out anywhere because my cousin is coming over here. Now, beta, this is all about chapter number 11 of practice book. We are over with the syllabus. Please fill these worksheets in your practice book and complete it in a suitable way. Take care of yourself. Goodbye, bache.